Hello friends, welcome to the video tutorial number 10 for Excel 2016. And well, this video we're gonna see how to do some basic work with our worksheets. As we have already seen, Excel is basically a book, a workbook, where we have worksheets, and so we can do some things like insert, delete, and so on. So we're gonna see some of these basic things or operations or however you want to call it that we can do with the worksheets of Excel. So first of all, we're going to see how to insert more worksheets using the plus sign right here on the bottom, how to use the secondary button and how to use the F4. But I'm gonna open a new book. So for those who do not this shortcut, I know that for some of you may be pretty basic, but I guess that there might be some people that don't know how to do it. You can see here I have a book number 2. I'm gonna be using the Alt Tab combination on the keyboard to jump between the index workbook and the book 2, so that we can be following what we're going to be seeing in this tutorial, and we're going to use this new book to experiment a little bit. So again, using the plus sign, the secondary button, and the F4. So we can just click here, and as you can see, Excel is adding more sheets on my workbook. I can give a right click or use the secondary button of the mouse, and I'm gonna get this menu. So you can just go ahead and use insert, and you're gonna see this dialog box. So I want to insert a worksheet. Just make sure that worksheet is selected, click OK, and there is the new one. And you can just go ahead and press as many times as you need the F4 on your keyboard. So the F4 pretty much redo the last action that you take on your workbook. So in this case, is adding more and more worksheets. Now, this is more like a tip, reduce the size of the horizontal bar to see more sheets. Okay, so here as you can see, some of the worksheets they have been hiding behind the bar. So we can use these three dots right here. You can see that the mouse is changing its form. So I can just click and drag so I can see more worksheets on my screen. Okay, that's more like a tip. Then we can move between sheets from between one to another by giving clicks. Well, that's pretty obvious. Just click the worksheet that you want to see or you want to work on, and that's the one that's going to get active. You can use the combination of keys on your keyboard, Control plus page up or Control plus page down. So right now I'm on the sheet number 1, so I'm going to use Control and page down, and it's going to move to the right. Let's say we are going to be moving to the right, or use the page up to go on the other direction. You can use the arrows or the secondary button over the arrows. These arrows, what they do not change from one worksheet to another. Basically, they just move the visibility of the worksheets that you have so that you can select a worksheet that is not available or is not viewable right now on your screen. Now, what you can do here is, for example, you can give the right click over the arrows, and you're going to get this dialog box showing you all the worksheets that you have available on this workbook. And for example, when I want to go to the very last one, is the sheet number 3. I just select it, click OK, and it takes me to the sheet number 3. Or right here over the arrows, click, give the secondary button click, and then select the sheet number 1, click OK, and then it takes me to sheet number 1. How to delete one or more sheets? Well, I'm going to see right now how to delete just one, because then we're going to see how to select more than one sheet. So right now we're going to see how to delete just one. I'm gonna pick the last one, the sheet 17. I'm gonna give a right click over it, and then just the second option is delete. It tells me, do you want to continue? Yes, delete. So the sheet number 17 is no longer on my workbook. How to rename the sheets? Well, again, give a right click. This is my last sheet, is the sheet 16. So I'm gonna choose the third option is rename, and I'm gonna name it last sheet. And well, that's basically it, how you rename your worksheets. Just use the rename command. How to move or copy sheets of the same book on the same book to another open book or to a new book. So using the same technique of the right click, the fourth option is move or copy. So it's going to show you this dialog box, and actually it says move or copy. So move the selected sheets. So as you can see, the default action is move. If you want to create a copy, you have to come here below and select this checkbox to create a copy. But if you leave it unselected, the default action is move. To what book do you want to move it? So you can choose a new book, completely new book, or any book that is already open, that you have open. And well, in this case, I want to make it. It says before what sheet you want to put it. So I'm gonna put it in the very beginning. So I'm gonna leave the sheet 1 selected. Click OK, and now it moves it to the very beginning. How to select more than one sheet? We can use the control button or the shift button. So for example, if I have the last sheet selected, if I press the control, I can select non-continuous worksheets. Or if I want to select like a continuous range of sheets, I can select the first one I want, then the shift on the keyboard, and then click the last one, and it's going to select a complete range. Now, for example, I can go ahead and use the delete, and I'm going to delete all of them. How to change the tab color? In some occasions, it can be very useful to have a different color for some of the tabs to make it more visual to us, so that we can go back to that particular color. I mean, to that particular tab. These protect sheet and view code, we're gonna see them in future tutorials, so that's why I'm skipping those. And for example, here when I want to make this the red, if you have this worksheet selected, it looks a little bit weird. But well, you can actually see that it turned red. If you go to another one, it's much more visual. How to hide and unhide one or more sheets? Well, we have already seen how to select many or more than one sheet. I'm gonna do it just with one. So actually, I'm gonna use this one. Well, I'm gonna move it to the very last first. So now actually is my last sheet. I'm gonna click, give the right click and select hide. You can see that right now unhide is unavailable because I don't have any worksheets hidden. So click on hide, and now you can see that it goes away. And you can now give a right click over any other sheet, and you're gonna see now that the unhide option is available. It means that you have one or more worksheets hidden. So click on the unhide, and it's gonna tell you, okay, which one do you want to unhide? So well, the only one that I have hidden right now is last sheet. Click OK, and now it's visible again. And the last thing we're gonna see is how to select all the sheets. Well, it's very simple. You just give a right click, and the very last option on the menu, the first one right to your right where you give the right click, is select all sheets. So just click right there, and there you go. All the sheets have been selected, and you can do any operation that you want or that we have seen. Well, that's all that I want to cover on this video tutorial. I hope you find it very useful. If you like the video, please go ahead and give it a like and share the video with your friends. If you haven't already subscribed, I want to invite you again to subscribe to the channel. And well, thanks for your time, and I'll see you on the next video.